siblings. You want to breed mother to daughter, father to son. You don't want to breed a cock to the sister. Then you'll pick up more deformities. You want to line. She's talking about line breeding, which is, you know, father to daughter, father to granddaughter, and so on. Yeah, there's breeding charts, and I think there's some at the libraries that show you, you know, how to go through all that if you really want to get into breeding like that.
The breeds that you were showing us, if you're starting a little backyard block, can you mix those pretty successfully, or do they prefer to be all in their own breed?
They don't care what color the feather is, but they do care. They do better like chickens with chickens, guineas with guineas, peafowl with peafowl. You can put them all together, but you know, you'll see your chickens go all off together, and your guineas will go over here together. Did I answer that? Yeah, they do. Yeah, but you know, there comes a point when the guineas, 1 or 2 years old, and they kind of get a mind of their own, and they have a wild nature about them. You know, but yeah, they're a little better with chickens. Yeah, especially if you have a broody hen that raises the guineas for you. You know, they will act more like a chicken than a normal hen. I think they would be like feral cats, you know, brought in. I mean, they used to be, yeah, they're just, somebody had them and they ran away from home. Yeah. Pretty much if you raise them there from babies. Sometimes it's hard to bring in an adult and make it stay. But if you raise them from babies, I have had good luck with them staying. I've had people say they leave, but yours leave? There you go. You probably feed better food or something. Yeah. Grain. Yeah. They like grain. Yeah. Yes, you can. It takes a lot of diligence, but you can train them to come home every night. You know, guineas have a herding instinct, like from the range, you know, from when they were wild, and you can get like a broom handle, or, you know, some kind of a stick thing, and, you know, you can walk them along, and you'll go behind them, and you can sort of, you know, and ducks herd very well also. Chickens don't herd as good, but you can herd them. But guineas herd pretty good. If you'll just go out there every night and put them in where you want them, and do this diligently and never let them go find a tree, yeah, you can train them to come back every night.
My guineas roost every night. They go up on their own, except for a little fighting between the males, but then they go up to the roost in with the chicken house. So, but at the beginning we kept them in, I don't remember, it was 4 or 6 weeks early on, and we trained them at home, and we just don't let them sleep out at night, no matter how irritating sometimes it can be when they're fighting. So.
I don't make my own feed. I have it milled at Hamilton, and you can, if you want to go buy it, you have to buy it by the ton. That's the problem. You can't just have a little bit of it made. But I'll give you the ingredients if you want to try to figure out how to do your own feed. Who's opposed to soy in their chicken feed? Is anybody opposed to it? Okay. The other alternative to soy is black-eyed peas, and chickens don't like it as much as soy, but they'll eat it. So if you want to know soy, it would be black-eyed peas, corn, wheat, oats. And if anybody will, maybe I'll just post this, the pounds, you know, so you'll know the ration. But these are the ingredients: oats, fish meal, alfalfa meal, which is not so important if you're free ranging. But if you're keeping your birds shut up, you're going to want to give them something green. No, they don't. And it's more reasonable too than your organic feeds and stuff, but it's not non-GMO or anything. what did I say, fish meal. Then you know the vitamin pack that I showed, basically that's all it is. A vitamin mineral pack mixed in there, for vitamins and minerals. And then oyster shell or calcium carbonate, which is only like $5 for a 50-pound sack. It's really cheap. It's a powder. Then you put DE in it, diatomaceous earth, to kind of, keep it from hacking. And then you can put molasses in it to make it more palatable. The fish can be sort of bitter to them, but I'd rather use fish than pork, so I do that. And then the only thing different is if you wanted a soy product or it was cheaper or you couldn't find black-eyed peas, you could use the soy in place of the black-eyed peas. I think that's all we put in there. Well, I don't ever lose any to predators. A lot of people do. But if they see a coyote coming across the field, they will just have a fit. Or if a hawk flies over, you'll hear them from in the house, and you'll go out there, and they'll all just be marching around looking in the sky like this, and they run away from stuff pretty good. But I would say if you have a really tame dog, and they get used to your dog, that could be a problem because they may not be afraid of dogs, and then a wild dog or another dog will come in and they may not run from it. A lot of people won't get white poultry because of that. No. They're not processes. Are the pellets better than crumbles? She said, are pellets better than crumble? I don't know that there's much difference. They're the same exact feed. Crumbles are processed a little bit more than pellets because a crumble is just crushed up pellets. Yeah, you can feed them. Yeah, they love it. Yeah. Yeah. If your chickens are really going after greens and they don't really want their food, they just want a lot of green stuff, then you probably need to raise the protein in the feed a little bit. If they're really out there and not wanting to eat their food and stuff. Most layer crumbles are 16% protein. I feed 19 to 20 to all my birds. You also, yeah. And you just have to ask specifically for it when you go to a feed store. I know Callahan's has it. Just say, I want a 20% layer, not a 16% layer. Live and Good has it. Okay. Lockhart. Okay. There you go. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you, April. That was a very informative.